lost a very good friend for many, many years. And, you know, we had a lot of people who stopped by the minute they heard of Oliver passing and saying what was going on or who was going to do something. So Potts wanted to do something just to have in loving memory of him and celebrate his life and his time with us. So I do want to thank you guys for coming. So I'm going to ask Chris, who's our executive director now, just to say a couple of words.
So I'm going to go first because I think people probably want to hear from me the least. And I'll keep it short. I want to thank everyone that helped put the day together. I think Oliver had family, and I think that family is mostly, in a sense, represented here. Oliver, in a way, I'll say a couple things, and I mean this in the highest form of endearment. Oliver was a pain in the ass. He was, and I mean that like in a good way. You know, at his retirement party, he says, "I'm retired now, but I work part time." It's a pain in the ass. I mean, we've got children here, but hopefully we should be all right. Exactly, and I think being a pain in the ass, sort of, he marched to the beat of his own drum. The idea he had was that he sort of didn't really care what you thought. He was very secure in that sense and felt that what he put into his work, what he put into his cooking, what he put into his relationships, was sort of all that mattered, and how he valued and what he felt was. And so whether you liked it or not, sort of didn't matter. And you know, sometimes that can create a little bit of tension. But ultimately, I think that's a really nice way to live when you recognize and sort of have that internal, I don't know if it's confidence, but just that internal strength to know that you really care about something. You're going to put your mind to it. You're going to do the best you can. And if people don't like it, you know, count's in. Today we had the meal that Potts wanted to have in honor of Oliver was something that was a little more soulful, a little less healthy. And I remember a lot of battles that we had with Oliver was he sort of liked to push the boundaries on what he wanted to serve in the dining room. And so, you know, whether it was deep frying chicken, say, Oliver, you know, we're not really allowed to fry food. So he would sometimes switch and say, I'm not allowed to fry it. Maybe I'll just put it in 1 inch of oil and then bake it. So he would push those boundaries. And he said, you know, he said to me a couple times, like, listen, if people don't like my food, like, that's fine. They don't have to like it. I take it. It may not be that good. If it is really bad and people don't like it, there were people who said they didn't. And he's acknowledged it. He said, listen, if enough people don't like it, I'll stop making it. But at the end of the day, even if it stinks, you don't like it, you can't argue that I put myself into it. I really cared about it. I cooked it with love. Anytime there was a critique, he said, but I cooked it with love. So that's the way I think, those are the two angles I remember Oliver with. He did things and he cooked things with love. He was also a pain in the ass, but it's sort of like the yin yang of all of us, right? We're all a bit of a pain in the butt, and we're all also good people at heart. So like I said, you're not here to hear me talk, so I want to turn it over to Sister Alice, who was here for a number of years, and also sort of in a way brought Oliver to Potts. To you.